So obviously the channel wasn't producing many deals, but would you say it was making your deal flow, well, your sales cycle, your sales process a little bit faster, slightly improved conversion rate because we were within the AWS ecosystem?
I would
And
say it gave us some credibility.
yeah,
You get a little bit of credibility. You can tell people you're an AWS partner. You've gone through at least with AWS partner badge, you say that you've gone through some security reviews. Your architecture is well done and a few other things. So I think that is a benefit. You get some free SEO for marketplace listing, which is also good essentially. So it's not a bad thing. It's just you have to weigh the investment versus the ROI a bit
yeah,
and decide whether that's the right time for you and if the product is right.
yeah.
You might be better off going with a more direct type of partnership with people that actually downsell to the types of customers that you have, and then go to AWS later when you have something like, especially now they've recently introduced this bundling capability. So I could like bundle my product with somebody else's product together, and then we can co-sell inside a
Yeah.
bundle inside AWS, which is actually much more interesting. Because
Yeah.
if we're smaller and somebody else is bigger, they could sell and just attach us, and it would all. So that's interesting, but that's fairly new.
Okay. No, that is interesting. But at before, because obviously this is a new thing, what was kind of keeping you in at the time? Was it because we'd spent a lot of time in it already? Bit,
I mean,
bit,
there's nothing once you're done, once you're in. So there's nothing like to,
you just got to crack on.
yeah, like if you don't use it, you're still an AWS partner.
Yeah.
It really at that point depends on how many leads you put into the platform. If you want to, use their account managers for information or not, and that's if your deal size gets good enough, or you have the right motion, if you can get the right credits, or you can draw down that person's commit, right? If their commit's drawn down, then it's also a benefit for them.
And was there a point where you're like, because obviously kind of Fred here is about what the ROI might have really been zero at the time. I imagine now it's kind of become a bit of a compounding interesting for you guys. It wasn't really working necessarily in your best favor at the beginning, but now it's like because you've put in that long-term work, it's actually started to reap rewards. So would you say the ROI is now coming in the later stage of your partnership rather than the earlier stage? And I guess the mistake here in a way was that most startups can't really afford to wait the compounding interest. Obviously, you guys were able to make that work, but would you say now the ROI is starting to hit?
I think we have opportunity for it to start like paying back now. Yes, they have some new programs, this co-sell thing that they have now, this bundling thing. So there are now better opportunities, and also they fixed the GST thing. So
Yeah, yeah,
so before you couldn't people couldn't buy direct on the Amazon marketplace in Singapore as a Singaporean company. The rest of the world they could, but
okay.
they couldn't click through and check out on the marketplace as a Singapore company. But now they can. So some of those hurdles are resolved.
You get your 20K back now
Not well soon.
soon. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
3 years, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So this you've been in this ecosystem for 3 years, nearly
About two something, yeah.
two something, and really only now the ROI is starting to be wouldn't not actually earned, but actually you can now see it. Like you're like, okay, it's coming.
Starting to see, I would say not actualized, but visualized, if you will.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, and it's because of our go-to-market motion and the type of product we sell. So if we sold something that was more of a cloud product, then there would be a completely different story.
yeah.
But our product sits on top of Google Workspace, and we make IT easier for people. So it's not something that necessarily you sell so naturally through an AWS. If we were doing something like a data platform or something like that, it would be a lot different, right?